Why, hello, friends. I don't know if you've noticed I am in a bit of a different setup at the minute. I'm currently in the process of moving, so things have been manic. I don't know if you can see all the holes in the walls I planted. And that combined with a depressive episode that someone in my house had. I'm not going to name any names, but let's just say this particular lad has been having a rough time. And let's just say that this particular person may or may not have been abusing a little bit of alcohol. And may or may not this person may have just been in a terrible headspace for a few days. And maybe this person was sleeping away his days because he was so sad. And also maybe this person didn't do any mechanisms to help cope with that. So he just suffered. But this person's back now and he's stronger than ever and he's ready to talk about the Flash.
No, I got assaulted and I started filming. Okay. I can show you the video.
Let's talk stories outside.
Let's talk story outside.
But no, you wanted to play the game.
I was complying.
Well, you wasn't complying.
I was. You said get off the road, I got off the road.
No, you didn't.
I did. No,
You'll know Erza Miller, don't you? Of course you do. He's the boy we love to see run real quick. He plays the very sweet and innocent Barry Allen. But unlike his film counterpart, Erza Miller is the exact opposite. Because you see, Erza Miller is quite the prick. As I'm sure you've probably heard, he's been arrested twice now within the recent months. Once for assaulting a woman at a bar after being kicked out, and once for assaulting someone else at another party by throwing a chair at their head, which resulted in them getting arrested in this video, where he doesn't come off across as likable, nice, anything but arrogant and a spoilt little prat. But we'll dive into a bit more detail so you can see why I have a bit of dismay towards them. Oh shit, my bad. I forgot homie doesn't prescribe to either team. Right, I'll say they and them from now on throughout the video. I'm still not used to it, mate. Please don't burn me alive for trying to be respectful and learning, even though I haven't had any experience thus far. An extensive breakdown of Erza Miller's run-ins with the law. Erza Miller has had a series of run-ins with the law in the past few months, including being arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment, providing fodder for Twitter, prompting concern from fans and jeopardizing the actor's career. No, it hasn't. I'm not being funny. This man's in no danger, even though he's an absolute asshole. As I'm going to prove to you. Miller, best known for playing the Flash in the Justice League franchise, and who stars in the recently released Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore, is currently on pause for projects with Warner Brothers and DC as a result of his run-ins. While Hollywood has a high tolerance for stars committing crimes, execs at Warner Bros. And DC in March reportedly paused any future projects involving Miller, who was in talks to appear in a potential sequel to The Flash. I'm actually shocked by that. I literally never thought they would do it. Here's a rundown of all Miller's run-ins with the law. April of 2020. Miller appears to choke a woman at a bar. Now hang 10, little homies, you're gonna see a pattern here. A video surfaced of Miller appearing to choke a woman in a bar in, not pronouncing that, Iceland in April 2020, according to Variety. The video shows Miller saying, "Oh, you wanna fight? That's what you want to do," to a young woman who appears to be jokingly preparing herself for a fight. Miller then grabs her by the throat and throws her to the ground in front of a group of his fans. "Oh my God, Miller, I love you so much." "You said what, bitch?" "Nobody loves me as much as me." March 2022, 2 years after. Various incidents of disorderly conduct in Hawaii. I saw a joke on Twitter that someone saying, "How do you get angry in Hawaii, Miller?" And I have to agree to that, because how? Bro, you want the chilled out, nicest place in the world. You must have issues if you're this furious all the time. Multi-million-dollar actor or not, I don't know what you would call them, literally has nothing but raw sex appeal. They are handsome as hell and stars in not one but two of the biggest movie franchises in the world, and yet you still have that much rage inside of you. It's unclear how much time Miller spent in Hawaii, but they were accused of committing several minor offenses. Their police say Miller was the source of at least 10 calls since March 7th. "Mama, I'm a criminal." March 2022, arrested in Hawaii for disorderly conduct at a karaoke bar. None of this is possible. Therapy, this is crazy. You're singing beautiful music in one of the most beautiful places in the entire world, and you still have this deep rage inside of you. What set Miller off? Per Hawaii Police Assistant Chief Miller was aggravated with people singing Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's Shallow from 2018's A Star Is Born. Miller was apparently yelling obscenities, grabbed a mic from a singing woman, and lunged at a man playing darts. I think Marvel needs to hire him as the next Wolverine, dude. They are feral. They can't even stick to one target. They're that angry. Why are you singing? What? You throw darts? What hurt you? My person. Do you need a good fuck? I'll be there. I'm happy to volunteer. Just don't choke me. That's all I ask. New footage of the incident was released showing Miller get angry after a cop calls them sir, To which Miller responds, I'm sorry, I'm not a sir. I'm a transgender non-binary. If you fail to do that again, that is an act of intentional bigotry. Listen, transgender homies, loads of respect for you lot. Great that you want to do what you want to do. Before you jump on Miller's big old dick, have a look at the incident that led up to this aggression.
No, I got assaulted and I started filming. I got assaulted in this bar twice in a row. I film myself when I get assaulted for NFT crypto art. What's your name? What's your badge number? Tell me your name and your badge number.
White key.
Ezra.
Full name, full badge number. Tell me your name and your badge number. Tell me your name and your badge number. Please don't touch me. Tell me your name and your badge number. Now. Tell me your name and your badge number now.
136. Sir,
You.
get off the road.
Now, I've got to say, as far as cops goes, I don't like any of them. So naturally, when I hear something along the lines of, oh, this cop misgendered me, and this cop assaulted my person, I favor with the civilian, because I just assume all cops are bad. But this body cam footage, these are probably the most reasonable police officers I've ever seen. They de-escalate the situation by asking to come out. Miller starts screaming about being assaulted because of NFT crypto art, and then runs down the road and screams, give me your badge number, which is fine, that's his right, but purposefully doesn't engage with him, and then is pursued by 4 officers on foot that don't even tackle him or hurt him. Now, let's be realistic here for a moment, guys. Who do you think was the actual asshole in this situation? The cop that unknowingly called a person who's non-binary sir, a person he's probably not familiar with, has never heard of, and not to be funny or anything, has no visual indicators of them being anything but a sir? Or the guy's throwing a temper tantrum and running away like a big baby? Choice is yours. I know who I'm favoring with. And also, Miller's claiming that he was assaulted twice. Well, I'm not being funny. Just from what we've read so far in this article, you've been arrested multiple times on assaults in various countries, and you seem to attack indiscriminately. So I'm not so sure that you weren't the instigator behind this incident. Non-binary and trans people, maybe this is one of the role models that we should probably just like push a little bit to the side. Because as great as it is to have an actor in Hollywood that represents you, you don't want this actor to be a belligerent wet towel of a human being, making everyone look bad. There's a lot of thought processes you can put into this, but I think above all, it's very clear that they are very troubled and are almost certainly the one behind most of these problems. And by the way, I'm not done yet. There's another arrest after this. That's why I was getting pissed off when all of the articles read, Flashstar corrects police for improper pronoun use during arrest. Erza Miller threatened cop with hate crime for using wrong pronouns. Flashstar, Erza Miller shuts down police officer for improper pronoun use. New video from Erza Miller shows him correcting police on pronouns. And then you watch the video and you're like, that cop could not have possibly known about your pronouns. And granted, I'll give you this, you could say, oh, but he could ask. Listen, the last thing on my mind in a situation where someone's being belligerent and violent is, excuse me, ZE, what are your pronouns? It's gonna be, I'm gonna try and talk to you so we can de-escalate this situation. Everybody can calm down a little bit. But no, these news articles make him seem like the hero for standing up for trans people and non-binary rights. And just ignoring the fact that this ultra-millionaire thinks he can get away and do whatever he wants just because he's hiding behind the shield of non-binary. These articles should all read, sniveling coward, an absolute horrible person, Erza Miller, arrested again for the 75 millionth time for being yet again, as we said, a sniveling wet blanket coward, who thinks because he's non-binary, he's absolved from scrutiny. Anyways, let's see what the next arrest was, shall we? March 29th, 2022, a couple gets a restraining order against Miller. According to the AP, 2 Hawaiian residents accused Miller of breaking into their bedroom and stealing their passports and wallets in late March. On March 29th, the couple filed a petition asking the court for a temporary restraining order. According to the Independent, the complaint says Miller burst into the bedroom of the petitioners and threatened the alleged male victim by saying, "I will bury you and your slut wife." The restraining order was later dropped. Maybe it's because he has Fantastic Beast money and paid them off. And the final arrest to this date, I'm saying to this date because I can guarantee more will come out, 2022, arrested for second-degree assault. Miller reportedly threw a chair at a 26-year-old woman, striking her in the head, according to police report from the incident on April 19th. According to the report, police responded to call about an assault at a party and said Miller became irate after being asking to leave and reportedly threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old female in the forehead, resulting in an approximate half-inch cut. Miller was later arrested after police found them on the roadway during a traffic stop. I'm keeping my ears wide open. I don't want to hear a sliver of any of his stands defending him. All you're gonna do by constantly saying, "Go Miller," they just hate you because you're different. They just hate you because you're a non-binary person. You're gonna keep inflating their absolutely crazy ego and causing them to continue to be violent and just bad shit. Now, am I one of those people who say he should lose his jobs for being like this? Normally, no, because in general, I don't think you should be attacking someone's livelihood just because you're mad at them. But in this case, they should probably stop giving him work until he can go see someone. Or maybe he can run back in time as fast as possible and just change what he's done. Homie is crazy. And you'd also be crazy not to subscribe, because legally, like Erza Miller's court cases, you have to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna try and post some more, but as you can see, I'm busy doing man stuff, being big and tough and See those stretch marks? Yeah, that's not from woman birth, that's from being a man and building. Anyways, I'll see you later, guys. Enjoy. Bye-bye.